Hello.
Yo!
Welcome back to STF and Friends. I was just talking to my friends here and saying that this is the last episode of STF and Friends for a while. I had mentioned this sometime, I don't know, in some post or maybe even a video. I don't know when I said it, but somewhere in our community and Discord.
It's out there.
Yeah, it's out there. That we are taking a kind of extended hiatus on STF and Friends for a while, just to get some time back and focus on some of the, APA finishing for one, and then the potential start of the new show after that, and all that good stuff. But I say all that to say, like, let's make this one count, guys, because this is what we're going out on. No pressure
At all.
Speaking of pressure, I had no time to prepare for this, so I'm going to be winging it because I spent most of the last week in full-on carnival season mode.
Oh. Well, did you have fun? Did you enjoy yourself? Are you very sick?
I'm not sick.
Yay!
I did have fun and enjoyed myself.
Hell yes.
There you go.
Check,
what else
check,
can you
check.
ask for?
You're killing it.
Time. Just some time. I would really like that.
That's the one thing that we don't have to give you.
Yeah.
We could take some right now for this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I played a couple shows this weekend. My folks were in town and my daughter, so it was a lot going on this weekend, but it was fun. Folks made it out to the show last night. It's the first time they'd seen me in quite some time play. I'm a lot better now than I was the last time they saw me. And then, we did a Mardi Gras parade yesterday as a family, and it was the Barkus Parade, which is a parade of dogs.
Yay!
Like, it's amazing. They're all like, and this year's theme was Barbie, so all the dogs were dressed up in like pink or like Ken or whatever. And like, I mean, they have like an actual like king of the Barkus crew, and it was like this big like chunky bulldog who was just like in his little float.
No.
And then the queen was like this little like teacup chihuahua, like it's the cutest thing ever is all I'm saying, like. And it's called Barkus as a playoff of Bacchus, which Bacchus is like one of the big time parades of the, it's like one of the Monday parades before Fat Tuesday. So it's a big one. So that was a lot of fun. Family enjoyed that. But yeah, so I haven't had any time to actually prepare for this tonight. So we're going to test my improvisational skills.
Yeah.
Well, you're in good company.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take care of you tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm really going to be leaning on you guys to not screw this up.
Well, now, I'm going to stop you right there. Lean on us all you want, but
Define
expect.
this, will we have fun in this? Absolutely.
Yeah. Will we survive?
Successfully survive or properly execute Traveler? We'll try.
I mean, the jury's still out, I guess.
Listen, man, we're just travelers on the journey, and the journey is life. Did I do it? Did I sound philosophical and such?
You did it.
Sort of. And
Man.
then you kind of ruined it.
Coming back around was really key to.
That's the best.
I mean, I don't know what you guys have heard about the reception, but I actually just got a message from Mongoose Publishing, and they're saying that copies of Traveler are flying off the shelves. People have heard these episodes, and we're doing such a good job. So the system's selling gangbusters right now.
Yeah,
they can't keep it in stock. Those PDFs running out.
Just running
reached
out
out.
of PDFs.
They reached out to us, to be official ambassadors for Traveler.
They said slow it down.
Yeah.
It's too good.
We can't possibly make this many copy of PDFs.
Oh my god.
Our production.
Too much.
Yeah, all of our internet tubes are clogged. It's just
I just imagine
Oh
some
boy.
poor, like, I don't know, Gerald in the basement. And the publisher's like, I don't know what to do with all these PDFs.
He like comes up out of the basement. It's like they ordered 5,000 PDFs. How am I
Gotta
supposed
keep
to fulfill this?
refreshing.
I can't do it.
I
He
quit.
said that this would be a 10 PDF a week minimum or maximum job. You know, I'm not qualified for 5,000 PDF
I can't.
distribution.
I can't do it. I can't.
I need an assistant.
I've been asking for an associate for 6 years,
For
Frank.
six-
6 years.
84 years. Still haven't seen that movie. I shouldn't quote it.
No.
Just no.
Oh, jeez.
No.
No. Stick with what you know. You know what I mean?
That's such a small barrel of fish, you know what I know.
Well, speaking of movies, I did show my daughter Pulp Fiction. That was the first time that she's seen that. Now she's 20, she's 23 years old. All right, so it's not like I showed up.
I showed my
15-year-old.
12-year-old.
But even then, there's a couple scenes in there that are a little cringy to be watching with your family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she had been long interested in the movie, and she's like one of the types of people that like won't watch a movie unless somebody says, "All right, let's sit down and watch this movie." You know, and so we just watched that, and she loved it.
Because she's got good
Yeah,
taste.
five, yeah,
It's in her
five,
genes.
5 stars from the Adam's Daughter review scale.
Okay.
Is that
And
out
it's
of
really
10
important.
or?
Who's to say? It's a nebulous scale, and it changes
Okay.
according.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
How'd
folks
she
at
do
home,
on,
if you never heard of this movie, Pulp Fiction, give it a try.
Yeah,
That's good.
Adam's kid loves it.
To
yeah,
be fair,
that's all you need to know.
it
you
took
know?
me 30 odd years to watch it, but I'm a failure at most things. So don't be a failure, gang. That's all I'm saying. Get it together.
I have to ask, did she jump at the part?
She didn't like,
Or
Jump. but she definitely like, she was like kind of just hugging the pillow while she was watching it, and that pillow just slowly moved up to her face as that whole sequence unfolded. Because it's
Yeah,
a pretty
that'll do
stressful
it.
sequence, and she's just like, "Oh my gosh," and then she like totally buried her face during the pawn shop sequence,
Oof.
and I did too. I was like, conveniently decided that's when I was gonna get up and go make some popcorn. Like, you can watch that on your own.
I'm just gonna.
Make this easier for you and not be in the room while you watch this.
Yeah. Had to come back, explain some things.
I mean, she's 23. She's not dumb, Steve.
Also,
Had to give her
she
the
has
talk.
the internets.
Yeah. All right, sweetie. I think it's about time we had the talk.
Please don't. Please don't. Go talk to yourself. I'm uninterested.
Right.
I feel like she would absolutely say that. Like, no.
Well, she would know better than me
Yeah.
at this point. That's like any talk that I've tried to have with her, she's always like outschooled me instantly. You know what I mean? Like, all right, so when you're gonna try out these substances, she's like, "Dad,
Stop.
Dad, you don't need to explain gimp suits to me.
no, Steve."
Obviously,
I mean, that's kind of intuitive.
Yeah. I'm not a dummy, Dad.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that Pulp Fiction is a subtle movie either. You know what I mean? It's pretty explicit what's going on there. So,
Oh my
Anyway.
goodness.
so yeah, it's a fun family weekend.
Oh no. You made me snort kombucha a little bit.
Yes,
That sounds
that's a surprise boot.
Not good. It's a
that sounds
surprise.
supremely uncomfortable. There's nothing good about anything that just happened there.
You're correct.
Well, speaking about uncomfortable and nothing good possibly happening, we have this game that we're playing with these characters that you guys made that are super incompetent.
Yeah, we did the bad job.
Yeah, what's good? What's it good?
Who made these decisions?
The greatest minds Oops, forgot to mute my phone.
The official ambassadors of the Traveler RPG system.
Yep.
Stop
Yeah.
saying that. Sorry.
So you guys crashed. Let me give you a little brief summary here. Okay, so we're all in a transport to go to court because Emily's character, Wyatt, had his throat slit by Steve's character, Cormac. And they're both being represented by a stepfather, stepson duo. Not quite officially that, but close enough. So Tyler's
nebulous.
character, Celebrant, is going to be representing Wyatt, and is going to be representing Cormac. Anyways, you're on this transport ship. You make a pit stop in Marduk. Oh wow, I see what you're doing there.
Amazing.
In the moment.
Wow, I'm just gonna watch this happen.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. So like as you make the pit stop and you're going down to the ground of Marduk, your little shuttle gets shot out of the air as part of the crossfire of this raid from some raiders, the Ogma raiders, right? And you crash land out in the wilderness of Marduk and decide to leave the shuttle because you don't want to get set upon by raiders. And you start trekking across the fields looking for some place to take shelter for the night. Along the way, some hyena-like creatures start stalking you, and they take a bite out of one of your companion's ankles, the most annoying one. His name was Finnan.
His name was asshole.
Yeah. And then the sweet companion, Evan Gar, got his throat actually ripped out and is in critical condition. You found some caves and decided to hole up there, but then you hadn't been there very long and some natives showed up. And they didn't speak the same language. You're trying to figure it out. You do figure it out. They tell you that they're also being stalked by these predators, and they have some injured as well. There's a fight that goes on. I don't really remember how it started. I think Finn was just being annoying, and it escalated and ended up in a situation where Finn headbutted Cormac in the mouth and knocked out a tooth. That was very interesting, but you guys got no answers on it, and Cormac ended up swallowing said tooth. I left you guys at the end of last time with, hey, make a plan because you're about to be set upon by these dogs. Now, I'm going to take a wild stab and say it's pretty unlikely that you guys made a plan.
I know the answer to this.
Yes.
I know the answer. We did not.
We didn't. Yeah.
I'll be
narrator-
straight with you.
Spoiler.
I did not make a plan.
Yeah. Well, with that, I'm going to put some music on called Gravity because that's the situation that
Oh.
we're in.
I
So,
don't
any
recognize that
questions
track.
thus far?
Like,
If-
do you hate us? Like, be cool.
No,
man.
I love
like,
you.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good.
I just show it in strange ways.
From the situational perspective, I'm not entirely certain where we are, but from the encounter with the other people, from what we've been able to communicate, we understand that they are in a similar situation to us, where they were beset by these creatures from the side they came from, we were beset from where we came from, and then this was the middle ground we found. Am I correct
Yeah.
in understanding that?
Yeah.
Basically, we can't flee further into the cave system. Because,
Yes,
okay.
correct. Because they're going to come from that side too.
Which is
We know
nice.
they came from some village that's deeper in, but we're not going to be able to get to them before we have to defend ourselves. So
Standing
Yeah.
down.
we have Yeah, so we have to take the who's like where we're at physically, and that's what I need more detail on. Like
So
how many entrances.
you're in a, we'll call this like, I don't know, a 30 by 30 kind of circular, but not fully circular cave room.
Okay.
And then there's two halls that come off of it. One that goes up to the surface. That's the one that you guys came in, and then one that you don't know, but that's where the locals came from. And they say that that there were some dogs that kind of harried them on their way back to this room, which is used as like a hunting outpost, pretty typically for them. Um,
Did the
so you
teenagers
basically
leave? Or are they
no,
still
they're there.
Okay.
They're there. So, as far as the locals, you have the leader, which is Emilia. You have the old man who is not a combatant because he's wounded. You have the two men that were supporting the old man. They are combatants. You have a 12-year-old girl who has a shotgun. She is a combatant. And then you have the teenagers who are also combatants. So you're not alone here. You got a nice little group of folks here that can fight. Um, And they told you that they're expecting these wolves to start pressing on you guys a little bit. And that, based on the howls and everything that they're hearing, that they're going to try to push in and start seeing if there's any weaknesses in the group. As far as your crew is concerned, you have the four of you plus the other folks. Karen and Finnan.
But he is
Finnan,
wounded.
I think you knocked him out, right?
Okay.
We gave him a drug that makes him experience 1 day over the course, or makes 1 day feel like 2 months. So I think he's out.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's having a doozy of a day.
He wasn't gonna help though. Anyway,
No, he'd be a hindrance.
So yeah, I guess we just got Karen then,
That's
who's
for the
going to help
best.
there.
And she's local, right? She's not. Well, she's not
She's
a native, but
Yes,
Okay.
she lives in the
Marduk.
Starport, in the only city,
Yeah.
and was presumed to be the only populated area of the planet. So,
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Weapons roundup. I got
Yeah,
a
I was
hatchet.
just gonna say that.
Let's go through this. I got my hatchet. Emily, you got a shotgun, right?
Got a rifle with 50 rounds.
Got a rifle.
Did the survival kits have knives in them?
yeah.
Like survival knives?
We had a shotgun. That's with Karen, right?
I think
Somebody
so.
has a
Yes.
shotgun. Okay,
Yes.
Karen
cool. She's got a
has the
shotgun. Has Celebrant. You guys
I-
rocking anything?
I have a knife.
Knife.
Got a knife from a survival kit.
Oh boy. All right.
This is gonna be fine.
Now, ideas that I have just from a player top-down perspective on this, the only people who are able to really do much as far as damage is concerned, I feel like are going to be Cormac and Wyatt.
Yeah.
Celebrant has something to do. He's good with medicine, and it's a minor action to patch somebody up or significant action. I don't know. So if Sola's in chat, help me. Is it a minor or a significant action?
To do what?
I think I
to
think first
heal.
aid's a minor action.
That's what I thought I saw too, but yeah. And then there's the leadership thing that I think obviously it's likely best suited for. I don't know what your leadership number is.
You can use, I think, any of the mental stats. So, social, of course, just offer people money to do well. I think is what's going to happen here. I also have drugs. I don't know if I mentioned before.
I don't know if I've mentioned before.
Has a lot of incentives, is what I'm hearing.
Well, has drugs that might help us in this fight.
Oh,
Okay.
Go
for real?
on.
Yeah, go on.
I'm hitting
We
you up. You got me, man?
got a couple doses of combat drugs, which grant a DM +4 to initiative rolls, and reduce They grant a reaction every round with no penalty and reduce damage sustained by 2 points.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Okay.
Please and
So
thank you.
the reaction every round with no penalty is nice because all players have an unlimited number of reactions. Like if somebody attacks you, ranged or melee attack, you can react and attempt to dodge. But on your next turn, you will take a cumulative -1 to your next action. So if
every
somebody comes
reaction.
so if somebody comes at you twice and you dodge twice, when you go to shoot, you'll be taking it at a -2.
I like that actually. That's solid logic. I like that as far as game design.
So the drug is really useful in that.
Yeah.
So, but I think it would be the most useful with somebody who's like up in it, right? I could be overstepping on that.
I would gladly do drugs in this game.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, okay. That was just to say, can you say that again? He just posted it in chat. Okay.
And then the other potentially useful drug that I have is a meta performance enhancer, which 1 minute after taking gives you a +1d bonus to strength for 15 minutes.
Oh, damn. For
course,
15 minutes?
After the 15 minutes, you take 1d damage, and your strength is reduced by 1d for 1d hours.
I mean, yeah.
I don't want that too.
Yeah. Can you stack drugs?
Are we just gonna pump Cormac with a bunch of drugs before
Yeah.
going into combat?
I mean, tell me that Hayakawa doesn't do that anyways. Okay.
They totally do.
Okay. Sola said first aid is a significant action. Administering a drug would be a minor.
Well, we would want to administer the second drug before, try to anticipate
Yeah.
when they would get us. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, both drugs. Let's see. Combat drug takes 18 seconds to kick in, so that's fast and lasts for 10 minutes, after which the user is fatigued. And then the meta performance enhancer takes a full 1 minute to kick in and then works for 15.
God, that would be good for us setting up an ambush, but that's not
Yeah, I
what's
was
happening.
just gonna say we have like no way of knowing how long it's gonna take.
Now, and rounds are divided into 6 seconds, much like we're all very
Okay,
used to.
all right.
So that 18 seconds is effectively 3 rounds.
Okay. Okay. And the combat drug lasts for
15.
15 minutes.
No.
Okay.
No, sorry, combat drug is 10.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Damn. All right. Yay for
So,
fictitious drugs.
all right. So, what's the plan here?
So I would like to ask real quick. I do not have this pulled up. In the survival kit, is there by any chance any duct tape or string or wire or some form of tieable or wrappable item? Basically, I want to wrap my knife to the end. I want to make a bayonet.
There's a light cord.
I will take that cord. That's part of my prep and planning. And I wrap my knife to the end of it so that I can technically have 2 weapons available.
So
Would you-
fun thing about rifles is that if you're in melee with a rifle, you will be able to use it as a club
Oh, neat. Okay.
for free.
What would that damage look like, I guess?
Clubs are 2d for damage.
2D. Okay.
Actually is
It's better
so
than
a,
a knife.
How is that
I think a
better?
knife.
Well,
Knife
rifle is
1d plus
3D
2.
damage. That's what I'm looking at anyways.
A knife is 3d.
No. A rifle
No.
is 3D.
Oh, rifle. Yeah.
A knife is 1d plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're in melee with the rifle, it's 2d for damage.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. So I think we're gonna pump drugs into Uh, oh my God. What the hell is your name? I just
Cormac.
Cormac.
Heath's great grandson, Cormac Parker.
Obviously. I straight up, I was remembering Heath, but I was like, it's not Heath. It's not. What? I think we're going to send you up front.
Okay.
Super melee styles.
Yep.
And Wyatt will cover your back. Like, we'll be fairly close.
Okay.
So that if push come to shove, I can kind of pull you back. Yes.
Adam,
Sure,
how many
that's what
entrances are there?
How many what? Two.
Entrances. Two
Two.
entrances.
Mm-hmm.
Opposite sides of the room.
Yeah, probably. I didn't think about that. Shit.
So
Well, we
that's-
probably got to divvy up and basically give one side to NPCs.
For simplicity's sake, I do like that.
Yeah.
Like, just have them handle their door, and we
That's
can
that,
handle
yeah.
ours.
Save Adam some trouble.
Yeah, they came from that side, so like they're more familiar with it. We came from this side.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they would be agreeable to that.
Okay.
Also, way less for you to keep track of should you decide to do it that way.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's talk about the drugs. You know, they will be able to, they can kind of listen to the howls and give you, like, we'll say within 30 minutes of when you're going to be attacked. Like, they'll know it when they hear it. So, like, you'd have like 15 minutes or so to do any of the buffs that you'd want prior to combat, you know?
Okay.
Hell yeah. All right, so if that's starting up, Cormac's gonna look to Haz and be like, hey, Doc, you got any of those pharmaceuticals I can use to fight off these hounds?
Let's see what we've got in the old toolbox, shall we? And has just like goes into one of the pockets on their pants and just pulls out like a seemingly unending like one of those things, like a billfold, but it's
Ring
just
of
like
condoms?
flap after flap after flap of drugs.
Oh, okay. Drugs. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
drugs. I'm sure there are condoms in
There's a
there.
couple. There's a couple.
But
Mm-hmm.
they just kinda
But they're full
alternate.
of
They're
drugs.
full to the brim, bursting with drugs.
And they'll take a little bit of time to sort through them and break out the combat drugs and the so-called Titan drug, which is the one whose name I've forgotten already, Meta Performance Enhancer.
Okay.
Which I only got one of those, but I do have 5 of the combat drugs.
I think everyone should be doing combat drugs if that's the case.
I mean, yeah, Wyatt would definitely take one of those.
Well, I wouldn't mind taking one of those either, says Karen.
Of course,
Says
of
Karen.
course. Of course, Karen, you're practically family at this point.
That's all right. I don't have to be, but
That's all
right.
right. God damn.
That's all right.
There's a
Karen
free,
is a savage.
there's a free lift pass waiting for you at Aspinox whenever you want it after we survive this.
that actually sounds pretty good. I might take you up on that. All right, so everybody's gonna take combat drug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that means you get a +4 to your initiative. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any other drugs? So the meta or the mega enhancer or whatever you said.
Yeah,
going to Cormac.
Cormac splits the pill open and pours it out like the powder inside it on the blade of his hatchet and just rips a line
Oh
off
my
the hatchet
God.
blade of the
Then
contents of
shoves
the
the
pill.
rest of it in the gap where your tooth was.
Yeah.
In that leaking wound. Jam a pill capsule up in there.
Wait,
What?
And so
bleeding?
No, it never
No.
was. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
It's just his nose that was bleeding.
this
which is
gives me
now-
a D of strength. Do
it's
we?
just a mess. Like, because he did get like his nose broken by,
Yeah.
and he just did a big line. So it's just like
Just,
it's just
Wyatt
it's
is
real
watching
messy.
in abject
through a
horror.
broken nose.
Yeah. My
Dear
nose feels
God.
better, you know.
I need my 1D of strength. You're my pharmaceutical guy. Let me get it.
All right. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. This is the best of the d6s here, I think. So 1. I knew it was gonna happen
Oh,
as you
love
asked
it.
me to do it, and
Huh. Interestingly enough, my strength modifier doesn't change at all.
Oh,
that's 600
dang.
credits well spent right there.
Yeah,
Well-
good job. You didn't do it right. You're supposed to hold it in.
Ugh.
Bleeding out all the drugs.
Got too much of it stuck on the blood on its way
Yeah.
up.
Looks like he just attacked a powdered donut.
You sneeze as you take it in.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just all over Finn's face now.
It's so funny. You guys are all gonna laugh and be mad at me simultaneously. But I told the group before we started, probably won't take a break. But I actually want to go to the bathroom before we start this combat.
That's
Um,
You
fair.
slut.
So
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back. This is a nervous pee, so I have
Oh,
to get
okay.
it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh boy.
I'm just trying to get my character sheet to make any fucking sense.
Well, now that Adam's gone, let's talk about
Yeah.
the secret plan that we have.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Right.
so I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I really counted on one of you to make a plan. I'm not doing that shit.
Hard
And
same.
here we go. But to be fair, I did look at the survival kit, and it's like potable water
Mhm.
in energy bars. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this?
We're gonna
The be-
survive, babe.
The best I've got is just looking at the rules and deciding like, oh, this seems like a viable thing for us to do.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Uh,
That's my favorite.
That works.
Cause
Figured out how to stack numbers. That's all I got.
that's as close to a plan as I think we're gonna get, and I'm just okay with that, honestly. Like,
Sure, yeah.
I'm just
I
happy
do-
that there's literally one action I can take that won't definitely harm us.
Cool.
There is one other thing I can do that might make a little bit of a difference, if everyone's willing to plug their ears.
Yes.
Like
Like
that kind of-
IRL or like.
No,
Oh,
in-
okay, cool. Yeah.
Every character needs to plug their ears while it's happening, so it's a little bit situational.
Like I can't do that with headphones on, Sam. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, like, I'll pray over it. I don't know what else to say.
So we got all our pre-buffs out of the way.
Well, hold on, because I wanted to respond and say, just give us a heads up because I'll be holding a thing, so I think it's like a free action or maybe it's a reaction to shift grips or
Changing
something.
grips, it's a minor action
Minor
from
action.
what I recall.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to be giving you a heads up to?
Not you. Not everything.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. No, you're right. You're right. Okay. Well, what I was asking is, have you done everything that you're going to do now? Are you set up? We decide where everybody's at. The players and Karen is on one side, and the locals are on the other side, right?
Yeah. We got
The plan
Cormac in
is-
the front, guns behind, rear support behind that, I guess.
The lawyers behind the guns.
lawyers.
Yeah.
Support.
Just hide it.
I'll be doing
Crime.
medkit support.
We got the legal team in the back.
Yeah.
We're drafting a scathing memo right
We
now.
are very literally the support team. That's
Well-
that's all we can do.
Oops.
And knives in case, but it
Well,
ain't gonna help us if it gets to that.
Let's see how this goes. No promises. Let's have some fun, though. Even if you die, it'll be great.
Okay.
That's my pep talk for you guys.
I feel inspired. Truly.
All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Celebrate, why don't you go first? So for initiative, you can roll either Dex or Intelligence.
It's the same either way. Is it 2D?
Yeah, so when you remember, if I call for check, it's going to be 2D every
Yep.
time.
11.
11. All right, is that with the +4 from the drugs?
No, then 15.
All right, that's a pretty great roll.
Yeah.
So that then your effect then is 7, right? Because 15 minus 8 is 7. So that will be your initiative.
Okay.
All right, Wyatt, go ahead and give me initiative.
Okay, and that is either Dex or what was the other? I'm sorry.
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah, intellect. Right.
Okay, well then that is going to be 12.
Is that with the +4 as well?
Oh no, then that's going to be 16.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled
Amazing.
2 6s. STF on the die, baby.
That's great. Cormac.
All right, here goes. We tied. I got boxcars on that. That goes up to a 16 with the bonus.
Kia.
Nice. All right.
We're like
Paz.
vibing for a hot second, and then like
Yeah.
Wyatt coughs and remembers.
I think it's the drugs getting in my head. Enemies to lovers.
Including the bonus, we're looking at an 11.
Okay, 11. So that's going to take you to a 3 total.
Terrible.
All right. Let's see. Karen. See what she comes up with. Not great at all. She got a drug though, right?
Yeah, she got a combat drug.
All right, so she's going to be right at 0. Oh gosh, this is so many. My first combat, and it's too many.
It's okay. You're doing great.
You're doing great.
I don't
Yeah.
feel
It's
bad.
a little too early to be telling me I'm doing great,
You're
but I
not
appreciate
crying,
it.
babe. You're
Hey.
doing great.
You managed the
PDFs
first
are flying off the
It's
shelves.
just-
People are loving it.
Well, boxcars from Amelia.
Okay.
All right, and so
She's the like leader of the natives.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. They're doing great.
and a 9. Does that take you to +1 if you have a 9,
Yes.
or you have to have a 10?
A 9.
9 does. Okay.
9.
All right. Let's roll for the 2 fellers.
2 fellers. Tell me you're from the South.
Okay, that's terrible for feller 1. Let's go. That was a -5 total there. All right.
Poor feller.
-4 for feller 2. Let's see about the girl. Much better there. So she's at a 0. The teenagers.
I'm just a teenage
-2.
baby.
I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the things, like they're doing great. I'm sure they'll be fine. They already have several legs up on us from a combat readiness standpoint. But boy, I hope that girl makes out of this.
Yeah.
Like the
Makes me
12-year-old with the
nervous.
shotgun.
Yeah, makes me nervous.
Yeah.
I've had a little story that I've been going like as she's trying hard to keep the shotgun up, as Adam was talking about, just like, she trying hard to be part of the family and defend the family in the hard situation. I don't want to see her go.
You
If
made
I
me
die,
so-
I hope she dies too. I want them all to die. Like the party if I can't make it out.
All or nothing, baby.
Fun
Wow.
fact, that
Wow.
tooth was a bomb. If I die, it goes off. Nana nana boo boo. Everybody sucks.
Unexpected heel turn from Cormac.
All right, here we go. And for the wolves,
They don't need a turn.
Yeah.
How many of those are you rolling, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
I'm just rolling 1 roll for all of them.
Oh,
One wolf.
okay. One wolf. Yeah, there you go. One wolf. That's what I heard there.
A singular enemy. That is all.
It's not true, but
I like to pretend. Welcome to the show.
If you have your eyes closed, there may be no wolves.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
Will it
I
bite you?
think I got everybody in here. Let's go with some combat music, shall we? Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, I like that little hand movement.
All right, we're gonna do this. Here we go. Everybody, strap in.
strapping.
Strap on.
All right. Okay, calm down.
Strapple.
Calm down.
All right, so Amelia's gonna go. Okay, so let me set the scene. So you guys are sitting here, kind of worried, stressed out about these things coming. You hear their howls start to happen more frequently, and At one point, it changes this pitch into this almost kind of deep guttural, and then with that, a little bit after, you start to hear the pitter patter of paws working their way down the rocky slopes towards your direction. And Amelia says, "This is it. Time to. It is time to make sure that we. I can't remember how to do a Russian accent, so that's with the village. Yes, okay.
Village.
We must protect the village. Yes, all right. No.
Da.
Anyways, it is time to do this, and she is going to take a shot with her pistol at the first Garenbright that comes around the corner. And there's the first group you see is two of them come around the corner towards we'll call that the south end. You guys are guarding the north end. And so she's going to make a shot. Now, the way combat works is I'm going to just take a significant action to attack. And let's see. I'm actually going to use my minor action to aim.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to give me a +1 on my attack here.
Sorry, I got really excited when you talked about aiming.
Yeah. Okay. I did not roll very great. In fact, I missed even with the aim. Well, oh no, but I get to add modifiers here. Sorry. So I rolled 5 on the die. I get +1 from the aiming. That takes me to 6. And then I have a +1 to gun combat. So that takes me to 7. And then I also add dex, right?
That's right.
And
that should-
the aim.
I've already
Which you
added
did.
the aim.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. I
Um,
get excited about the aim.
So then that takes it to an 8. So that should be a hit. It is a hit. But I don't get any extra damage because I hit it exactly. So my effect is 0. So I'm just going to do regular damage here. Now here's the part. I gotta see how much this does. This is just a pistol, right? So we're gonna say
Pistol.
there's a lot of different pistols, y'all.
I say the first one. The one that's the most powerful. That's the one she's got.
She got that Magnum.
She got that Magnum.
Find the one with the most D's.
The most D's.
Okay, it's a large pistol, so we'll go with a heavy revolver. How's that sound?
Okay. So then when she runs out of bullets, she can just throw it.
It's heavy, right?
It's heavy.
I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Rude.
All right. So here we go. This is gonna actually do 4d -3 damage.
What?
All right. So, ooh, that's 11 on the first 2d
Ooh.
and 4 on the second 2d. So that's 15 -3. That's 12 points of damage.
Woo.
Okay. And that will not kill it, but it takes, so she gets a really significant shot though, like hits it right in the chest. It goes, "Arr, arr, arr," and like its little yelp gets kind of caught up, and it gets like a little gurgly because of the blood that fills the lung instantly, but it's still up. I have to keep track of all this.
It's got a punctured lung, guys. It's gonna die any minute now. The DM said.
Is that what I said?
Yep, that's what I heard.
That's what I
That
heard,
was
too.
the only one he said before.
He did. He said that was the only one, and we're gonna be
There's only
fine.
one wolf.
All right, but that will be Emilia's turn. Now it's Cormac's turn.
All right. Are there any wolves coming down
Yes.
our direction?
You have 2 wolves coming towards you.
Close enough where I can move and attack, or I still gotta wait here?
Your melee.
Yeah, that's my problem. I just didn't wanna
You would
go
have
this
to move
early.
away from the line. Now you can certainly hold your turn till they get there.
I think that's what I want to do. I don't know if I can ready an action. I didn't see that anywhere in the rules. If not, I'll just have to wait till they get here.
It did say that you can delay essentially, and re-enter where you'd like to.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, that is an
Well,
option.
I will re-enter when they get close enough that I am not breaking the front line, because our front line is just me on this side.
Yep.
All right, Wyatt, what you up to, buddy?
Wyatt's going to aim. Can I see? Can I see the wolves?
Yes, you can see
Okay,
them. Yeah,
gotcha. Just want to make sure. So I will do.
they're just like pouncing down the thing, just moving as fast as they can.
Ugh, stop it. Ugh, I hate you guys. Okay, so I will aim. I get the +1 for that, and then I'm going to fire, and I get a 1 for gun combat. And then
Okay.
what else?
That
Then you add your dex if you
Okay.
have any bonuses from that.
I don't. I don't. I do not.
All right.
Okay. Ugh, not super. 8.
Well, that does it.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
you get. That's the target.
Yay! Sweet. All right.
And you're attacking with
The
the
rifle.
rifle. Yeah. What kind of rifle is it?
I don't know. I just have rifle in my inventory, so I'm assuming base model.
Yeah. Rifle. Okay, that's
It
going to be
has 50
3D.
rounds, so it's
Yep,
not like a
that's
laser.
going to be 3D.
3D. Can 3 do? That is going to be 9.
9. All right.
Yum,
So,
yum, yum. Is that one dead?
no.
Oh, I am sad.
I'm sorry.
What?
Sorry about
Okay, as long as you're sorry about it, I can get some sleep tonight.
it. But you did get the shot in. This one kind of clips like the ankle of one as it's bounding down towards you. You know, you clip a little ankle of it, do 9 points of damage on it. It is now Celebrant's turn.
Celebrant is gonna do what Cormac did. I'm not terribly useful if I'm not healing somebody, so I will.
So you're going to hold.
Yep.
All right. It's now the wolf's turns, or otherwise known as the Garambrites. And there are 4 of them. We're going to start with the one that was shot by the leader of the locals, by Emilia, who's looking like just dripping blood all the way down the cave as it approaches. And it's going to pounce and then make an attack on Emilia.
Leave her alone.
All right, here we go. Ooh, that's gonna do it. I just get it with an 8.
Bodyguard.
And it runs up, and you see instead of going for a kill wound, it seems to go for an injury wound, and just like bites at her leg.
These animals are dickholes. Like,
And that's gonna do
Sorry.
4 points of damage to Karen. Yeah. All right.
Karen, no.
All right. But she's still up. That's half of her endurance, though, in one bite there. All right. It is now Cormac's turn. Oh, wait. There's several more. to
No,
go. My
I
bad.
was so excited. I was
No,
like,
that
oh,
was all of
sweet.
them.
There
There's-
was...
All right. The next one's going to run up and attack the little girl. Got a cracked die here. Okay, that misses the girl.
Oh, thank goodness.
geez.
So it
Okay.
comes up and just like, and she like steps away and just kind of shoos it away with the butt of her shotgun.
Yeah.
And it just like, yeah, it just like nips, but misses her just barely, tears into the fabric of her clothing, but doesn't get to her skin. All right, now the ones that are facing you, one's going to run up and try to attack you, Wyatt.
Rude.
And that is going to hit with a +1 to damage. And again, it seems to try to injure you rather than going for your neck. and does so 7 points of damage.
Okay.
As it just takes a chunk out of your hip. It like pounces down and then jumps up and hits you right, like gets a mouth right around your hip.
Ah, my ass. But question, I have currently 6 endurance.
All right,
So what
so
does that do?
You
you're out of
can use a
endurance.
reaction to dodge.
I
Yes.
would like to do that.
And don't forget your drugs give you a -2 to the damage taken.
Oh
Also that.
yeah. Hell
All right.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
okay.
drugs.
So to dodge,
Here's the lesson, kids.
what is your
The STF network is not
do you
responsible for the
have any
statements made by
athletics?
Yeah.
Do I have any athletics? I bet I do. I do. I have 0 athletics.
That's not going to help. What
I
about
have
dex?
a 0. Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. So dodging, a traveler who is dodging will inflict a penalty equal to their dex dice modifier or athletics dexterity, whichever is higher to their attacker's attack roll.
Okay. Poopers.
So I don't think you can do anything there.
Oh, is that actually just nothing then?
Do you have a melee skill?
I have a no. Can I
Okay.
persuade the dog to not?
No, not as a reaction.
Okay.
So yeah, you can't do anything about this, but you do take 2 less damage. So so you have 1 endurance left
Oh boy.
after that. And to answer your question, once you run out of endurance, then you pick either strength or dex, and that's the next one that goes down. When that goes to 0, you're unconscious, and then if the next one goes to 0, you're dead. Okay. And the last one is going to attack. Who's on the front line there? I guess Cormac, right?
Cormac.
So, yeah, it's going to attack Cormac. So here we go.
This thing's charging at him. He just does the like Heath Ledger Joker. Oh, come get me. Come hit me.
Uh,
He's
Yeah,
all
it-
hopped up on.
It's running
drugs.
too fast and it trips over a rock and kind of skids up to your feet, ineffectively attacking you because they missed. All right.
Oh.
Cormac, you're up. It's right in front of you now.
Big mistake, chump. And
Ooh.
he does like a softball pitcher move where he just full 360 swings the hatchet to try and catch it under the chin of this charging wolf creature.
All right.
Damn.
And I get it exactly with 8 points total to hit.
Nice. All right.
All right, so there's no effect that's getting added on top of here, but as he swings the hatchet around, he does. Not bad. That's going to be 11 points of damage.
Very good. Very good
Nice.
indeed. So on GB4, it takes 11 points of damage. All right. Very good. Very good there. Has, you're up.
All right. So what Haz is going to do, standing safely behind all the people with the weapons, is Haz is going to start, clapping his hands and be like, "All right, everybody, you're doing great. You survived a shuttle crash. You survived the jungle. What's a couple little dogs?" This is a leadership attempt. So this
Okay.
is I roll 2D plus social. Ooh, total of an 8.
Well, I believe that's all you had to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean that's just a standard roll, right? A leadership check, right? So you don't. Unfortunately the effect is how many bonuses you get to add, and you have a 0 effect with that roll.
Nice. Good.
So no bonuses added. But
Okay,
you
so
didn't
we're
do
ju-
anything negative either.
We're laying a baseline.
Yeah,
here,
just
you know?
hey, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of this fight. Got it.
Yeah.
Baby,
Yeah.
baseline's the story of my life, so I'm here for it.
Celebrant
right.
wants to jump in
Okay.
because Wyatt got attacked earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Celebrant wants to jump in and heal Wyatt.
I want that too.
I'm sure you do. Now hold still.
All right.
Okay. So this is,
Medicine check.
yep.
So you're gonna add that.
That's 9 total.
9 total.
And
Okay.
then, which is a success, but what do I heal? How do I do that again? Darn it.
Yeah.
I feel like your presence just does it, and I'm just fully healed. That's how I feel about it.
Oh,
Your presence is
Um,
healing.
you're making me blood.
So, it's the effect. You heal the effect.
Heal the effect.
Yeah. So, did you add your education modifier to it?
To the total?
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah,
No,
you
so
need
that
to
would
do that.
be that would be an 11 total.
All right. So then that would give you 3 points of healing.
So I'll heal you for 3 points of healing.
Nice. So Wyatt, you get healed for 3 points of healing.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I'm at least
Do
like
'em.
3 points better.
Trying to keep you all together now.
That's what I appreciate about you.
Okay. Good job there. Is now Yisk, the teenager's turn. The teenagers also have pistols. They're gonna fire. Yisk is gonna fire at Garen Bright 1, the one that's already been hit. And let's see how they do. Ooh, I think it's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. That's 8 on the roll. And we're gonna add. Okay, they don't have any bonuses to combat. All right, so it's just straight up 8. So that's a hit. But then we do pistol damage. Does anybody remember how much that is?
Pistol, I think, is 2D.
Yeah,
I might be
Okay.
wrong.
that makes sense.
I think it depends on the pistol.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, the heavy revolver, I think, was 2D.
Yeah. Well,
Revolver is 3D minus
4D
is what I
minus
think.
3. Yeah. So
Wait a minute.
4. So it's 11. I do 11 points of damage and blows the head off of Garen Bright 1.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh man, we got some real industrial music going here.
I ain't mad at it.
All right, cool.
Neither am I.
All right. It is now the girl's turn, and she's got one right up on her. And so she is going to use this as a club, as not to take any penalties, and just try to headbutt Garen Bright 2. Oh, all right. Way to go, Eklia. So that's a 10. She's going to get 2 points of bonus damage. Does anybody know offhand what a club does? 1D?
Shower said it.
2D.
2D.
2D. All right.
Club is
Here
2D.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. 11 points of damage
Fuck
on
yes.
Garen. She just like threw right in the back of the head. Um,
I absolutely love it.
so yeah, she's crushing it.
Get it, Eklia.
Which is such a fun name. It also kind of sounds like a body part or something. Like maybe it's in your ear.
Yeah,
you know?
part of your inner ear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay. All right. It is now Karen's turn,
Karen.
and she has a shotgun, right?
Shoddy.
She's gonna try to blast Garen Bright 4. Let's see how she does.
Wyatt looks over his shoulder like, "You're doing great, Karen. I hope I didn't
All
jinx
right. That's a 9. So it's effective 1. So that's a hit. Let's do something. How much damage does the shotgun do?
4D.
4D. Ooh,
Ooh, yeah.
juicy.
Yeah.
Baby.
Let's go.
Blow it up.
That's 18 points of
you." Oh my
damage.
god.
Yeah.
It like blows a hole in the side of the Garen Bright 4, killing it outright. So there's 2 left.
So
All
I
right.
knew
Hell
giving
yeah.
you the shotgun was a better idea than letting me carry it, Karen.
No, I never argued that. You're totally right. It is
This is
now
going
half.
so well.
Yes. All right. It's now Half's turn, and he's going to shoot with his pistol, and that is a miss from Half. All right.
You'll have to do better than that.
Uh-huh.
Thank you,
All right.
Tyler.
Now
Thank you for the
the
pity giggle.
now the men are gonna go with their single shot breech loading rifles. They're both. I got to remember to take minor actions to aim, so I'm gonna do that with both of these shots. All right. So this is. Here we go. Oh no, that's Snake Eyes.
No.
And the other guy. Ooh, I don't think I can get there. Did aim, so that takes it to a 7. Hey, get there. Actually, I have a +2 in this, so that takes it to a 9, which gives me a
Hey,
little extra bonus here. So here comes the rifles. These are just regular rifles. Um, we'll say 3D on these. So here we go. Boxcars on the first two. Snake Eye on the other one. So that's 13 plus 1. That's 14. That second Garen Bright looks pretty bad. Still
hell
up
yeah.
though. All right. We made it through a round of combat, guys.
Look
did
at
it.
us. We're
It's
killing
like our
it.
careful planning is paying off.
All of yes. Our
So that's
in-depth
the good
planning.
news. You got 2 of these dead. One's almost dead. The other one still looks pretty good. But here's the bad news. Another 2 come around both corners.
Mm-hmm.
So another pair. They're coming in waves here.
That
To
seems
each?
like
2
cheating.
each on each side.
I
So
hate
So
it.
another 4 have entered the
Ah.
combat.
This is
Okay.
where it begins to fall apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then it starts stacking.
Yeah, I was to say, raised our hopes just
No.
enough to be like, oh, you're fucked now.
Mhm. And Emily says that she's like, uh, they are continuing to. No, give me something Russian. Give me something Russian.
Of course, is good.
Yes, yes,
If he
yes. No,
dies, he
now they
dies.
come. Now they come. They continue to come. Let's stand our ground. And she's going to take a shot at one of the approaching ones with her pistol. Come on, Karen. Oh, box cars.
Karen, just killing
Karen.
it.
Doing the work. Oh no, this is Emilia, not Karen.
Emilia. Oh, it's Emilia. That's right.
Yeah.
Still killing
Still doing it. So that's gonna actually take it to a 13, 14 total. 15 with the aim. So that is an effect of 7.
Oh my god.
Holy
Dang.
cow, she's about to do some work right here.
It's got an enormous revolver.
17 points of damage.
Jesus.
Still up though. She shoots off the tail. Completely shoots off the tail.
Ugh.
Yes, exactly that. All right, Wyatt, you're up.
Hey, guess what? There's a dog up in my grill, ain't there?
Mhm. Yes, there is.
I don't like that. I'm going to club the dog.
All right.
Okay, so I'm using the gun. Do I still get my gun combat?
No, because you're making a melee combat.
Okay. Okay, I just spaced out. What does this go with then? Strength if it's melee?
Yes.
Strength.
Noise.
Yeah.
Okay. One.
Do you have a 0 in melee?
I do.
Great.
7. Oh, and my drugs. My drugs.
Don't forget about the drugs.
I get an 8 then.
Okay.
No, the drugs don't affect my to hit.
But you could use a move action to aim.
Oh, well, you can do that with melee.
Minor action.
Yep.
Minor.
Okay.
Oh,
Minor action.
Yeah, I do that then. Woo.
No, it's ranged attack. Sorry.
Yeah, it's-
Oh, it is only. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Poopers.
Sorry, who did Haz use his leadership on?
No
He didn't
one-
get any bonuses.
Oh, didn't
Yeah.
get any bonuses.
I succeeded, but to no effect.
Oh, never mind.
So that's a miss then from Wyatt.
Wyatt says, "Oh shit," and that's my turn. I reckon.
All right.
That's unfortunate.
The Gambrites are up. Now, the one that's looking pretty bad on the local side actually turns around and leaves. Like runs and gets behind the new ones that are coming up.
Oh. Oh yeah. Adam, is the music on loop?
Yeah, or you're not hearing it?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's like coming
Let's
down.
see if I change tracks.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We back.
So yeah, those two leave.
Leave or just head to the back?
They leave.
Okay. Maybe.
Okay.
Unless they're
All right.
getting
So
reinforcements.
we'll start with Garen Bright 5, who lost the tail, and they are going to do an attack on Emilia.
Oh no.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a hit.
It doesn't have to be. You have the power, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up your punches. It's fine.
9, okay. And
Oh no, don't do that.
this one is going to like actually go for a full bite.
I don't like that.
16 points of damage on Karen.
Oh, I thought you said it was no.
Emilia.
Emilia, yeah.
Yeah.
Emilia.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, that still ain't great.
No.
How much?
16.
Is she even
So-
up?
Did she get drugs?
So
Didn't have enough. For
Oh,
the-
okay.
no, she didn't. So she's lost all of her endurance. And she's down to 1 of her strength.
Okay.
Oh no.
She's teetering.
Yeah, she's got all of her decks still, but one more hit, she goes unconscious. This was a major hit, major bite.
Oh, Lordy Lou.
Cool.
Okay, and then then there's another one going to attack the little girl.
I hate it.
Don't, guy.
That's a hit. This one's only going for an injury. Phew. Still does 11 points of damage on the girl.
A minor wound, to be sure.
And knocks her out.
Oh,
That
no.
takes
Oh,
Eklia
she's
out.
down.
And that's the 12-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Rude.
The 12 gauge 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
She had the shotgun.
We need that shot.
So this thing runs up and just headbutts her right in the face and knocks her clean out. Just she lays out, shotgun falls to the ground. You know. Not good. Not looking good, guys.
No, it's not. No.
Now we have the two that are in your neck of the woods. And this one's coming at you, Wyatt.
Well, okay.
Big time miss on
Yeah, oh,
Wyatt.
thank goodness. Well, then in that case, can you refresh the music one more time?
All right, have you turned your music off?
No, it happened.
It's off for
Yeah,
me too.
I
It seems
turned
to
the
be
background.
stuck at the end of this track.
Yeah. I put the background music back on just because there was nothing. So I just wanted. But I've turned it off now. And now I can't hear the map music. There we go.
Yeah, here we
There we
go.
go. There we go.
Alright.
Oh. Well, something, eh?
Got to pull everything back up now, guys. My goodness.
You're
All right.
doing.
Yeah.
You're doing.
All
You're doing
right.
great.
So this next attack is at Cormac.
Cormac
Or-
parries with his hatchet for free with his enhanced drugs.
Uh-huh.
So you take a -1 to this because that is my melee.
Yeah, so you use it's like coming in, gonna get a bite, but you smack its snout with the hatchet and it just like you actually deflect the bite. Good
Ooh.
job there. And it is your turn.
All right.
Oh yeah.
How about a taste of your own medicine? As he goes for an attack. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change up the game.
Oh.
Instead of attacking the one that's attacking me, he's gonna turn around and try and finish off the one that's attacking Wyatt, so Wyatt can be free for a shot.
Okay.
Okay.
That's admissible. That's evidence, is all I'm saying.
All right. Well, I once again have done it exactly 8 to hit.
Nice. All right.
I'm pretty confident it's 8, not 9. Yes, it's 8. All right. So now I got to do a little damage here. No bonus effect, but I'll take damage. All right. That's going to be 10 points.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Is it still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was the one that was more damage. I thought
It
I might be
was.
able to. Okay. I thought I might be able to finish it.
Didn't quite get it.
I will say
the
with
ground.
that, as you turn around and do that, Wyatt kind of like gives you an up down, and for a second, he forgets about the crazed murderer who tried to kill him, and instead is a little fascinated by
Wow.
this super coked out, toothless individual.
All right.
Yeah,
pass.
you forget the hatchet wielding man who's just trying to kill you as he's swinging around a hatchet killing dogs.
You know, I've
It all
never
dep-
seen you in this light.
Nothing like violence to others.
You know,
Actually, I'm the one
to
getting the
draw the mind
hatchet.
away from violence to self.
this hatchet
Oh,
wow.
helped me.
Has, you're up.
Ah, look at all of us. We're doing a teamwork. We're all contributing equally. We are doing such a wonderful job together. And these dogs don't know what hit them. They're running away. You saw them. They ran away. That's a 7 on leadership.
Oh boy.
Well, one of these days. Celebrant, you're up.
So real quick, no one in our party, Karen included, on our side got hurt. It was just it was Eklia and
Yeah.
Amelia, right?
Yes.
So Celebrant will look at, Celebrant takes note of the Wyatt and Cormac interaction there, and then as he turns to look back at the little girl, I gotta go try to do what I can to save the little girl, but I want to invoke trauma litigation. Do you accept? And he runs to the girl with the minor action, and significant action will
I love it.
try to heal the girl.
Let's go. You got this.
So the total of the roll is 11.
All right. So that's going to be 3 points of healing to Eklia.
But that's without my education, so that would
Oh.
be an additional 2.
So what's your total roll?
So the total would be 12.
13? 12.
12. I double checked it. 12.
12. So that gives her 4 hit points back. Which I believe gets her. No, doesn't quite wake her up yet.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, she's out for the rest of combat. I can only
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
you
she's
can only
out.
heal a wound once.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
tried. You did your.
You did. You
did
tried
your
really
due
hard.
diligence.
She's stable though.
Yeah. Right.
Unless
she gets bitten again.
You don't really bleed out, right? So
That's true. That's
yeah.
true.
So she'll be okay.
That's just for me in my head canon. Then
Yeah.
as long as the little girl isn't dying any faster.
Right. But now you're in melee with the wolf that attacked her, right?
You have
So
a shotgun available.
and there's a shotgun right next to you. So okay.
I'm out, of
Is Tina-
I'm out of minor actions because I had to use a minor to get to her. So yeah,
Mhm.
sorry, I'm done.
It's a teenager's turn, Yisk, and he is going to take a shot. And hits, but with no effect. Here comes damage. Ooh, good damage. That is 16 points of damage on the fresh Garen Bright. So that almost halfway down with one shot.
Hell yeah.
All right, Eklia is down. Karen is up. Now, Karen has been hit, but for only 4, so she's still good. She got hit on the first round, and she's going to make her shot with the shotgun. Ooh, buddy. That is a 10 total. So it's going to be +2 damage to the shotgun, which does 4d.
Who's she shooting?
Yeah, she's shooting. She wipes out the one that was almost dead.
Nice.
The one that was in front of Wyatt.
Nice. Wyatt says, nice.
Thank you. I guess keep focus. No time for compliments.
It's always time for compliments.
Sorry, I guess I'll keep them to myself.
It's in my name.
Fair enough. You're right. You're right.
You're on thin ice, Karen. You're on thin ice.
The other teenager is going to try to shoot. 9 points. That's a hit.
Woo! These teenagers are
For
doing
10
good.
points of damage.
We're
Still
gonna
up,
be
though.
fine. It's gonna be fine.
Okay. The men's are up. Let's see how they do. Well, that's a miss from the first one,
Worthless.
and a hit from the second one.
Better.
Oh, Borks.
All right, that's 10 points of damage,
Woo! Woo! Woo!
but still up.
I mean, less woo, but still woo.
It's still
All right. Amelia is up. How is she still up though? Like, that's what I want to know.
then she
she's-
just has one.
You said
Yeah, that's right.
one,
She has
but
one, right? So
Just
she
barely.
is struggling.
She's
She's
gonna live
actually
forever.
gonna fall back. She's gonna
Join the wounded.
yeah, she's gonna slip back. Sola, is there a way to fall back without incurring those reaction attacks? Because that's what I'm gonna try to do. Let's deal with the delay here a little bit. How you guys enjoying combat so far?
Haha. Well, it's a lot of you rolling against yourself
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
at the moment, but I'm sure.
Yeah,
that's
well,
gonna
I'm doing my
change.
best to knock out my NPCs.
You're
so-
doing
Yeah,
great.
that's-
You're
yeah,
doing great. It's
It's definitely like as swingy as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't it's not terribly hard for people to hit these 8s, and then when they do, it's like massive chunks that are coming out of people.
Mm-hmm.
so you
all
get
right.
reaction attacks.
Yeah, if they move out of melee
Oh, okay.
from you. I
So
will
they're-
deal
they're
with
fighters?
that later if it comes up. But for now, she's gonna move out, and I'm gonna assume there's a way to move away safely.
Like a
But
full
I'm gonna say
withdrawal
that's her
kind of
whole.
thing.
Yeah, that's like I'm gonna use her whole turn to do
Yeah.
that.
A whole turn.
All right, Wyatt, you're up.
All right. So the dog.
So the one in front of you is dead.
Uh huh.
There's a brand new one that hasn't been touched that's in front of Cormac.
Okay. All right. Sola did just say, unfortunately not. You can take your minor action to move, then they'll react to attack.
All right, here we go.
She can dodge the attack,
Or
react
she
to the
can wait
react.
till.
I don't think she has.
Can she parry? Does she have any melee?
Either way, it wouldn't
Okay.
make a difference.
That's the same boat I'm in.
Oh man, so she's gonna try to pull out. Let's just make sure she doesn't die. Okay, she doesn't die, but she does get knocked unconscious as she tries to leave, and just like I don't know, I mean, this is a bite, so I guess she jumps up and like doesn't get her jugular, but gets her in the neck, and she crumples down to the ground, and the dog is just standing over her, blood dripping from his mouth, like onto her
No,
own blood.
the greatest offense.
Oh, gross.
Just kidding. There are way worse offenses. But
Yeah.
Okay, so Wyatt can't heal, but he can hopefully take down some dogs. He's going to aim
Okay.
and then take a shot with the rifle.
Okay.
Okay, I aim. Okay, so that's gonna be 8. No, 9.
That's a hit
Okay.
with +1 effect.
And then the rifle is 3D.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is 16 damage.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's
Yeah.
very good. Okay.
Still up.
Oh yeah.
That's lame.
And it's its turn.
Can I say something cool? Wyatt
Yeah,
looks down
please
the
do.
rifle and like gets the shot off, and the dog kind of like, I guess, looks up because it's that dog's turn. And Wyatt is like, "Come at me, motherfucker," because it's got fire. Because I've decided just now Wyatt loves terrible puns.
Just now, right?
Just now.
Just
Welcome to the
now.
finale, right?
That's character development for you.
It's
It's
that-
a moment
Yeah.
of clarity.
And then he winks at Cormac.
Okay.
I'll change
good
it.
job.
We're making it
That's
happen.
good.
Okay.
Okay, so it's now the Garenbright's turn, and it's gonna get worse for you guys here. The two that are almost dead run away.
Yeah.
Uh,
That
it
sounds
does
better
mean
so far.
that there's some opportunity attacks here from, we'll say, I guess the men on one of them, because they're only close to one. So let's see here. 2 attacks from the men. All right, that's a hit from one, miss from the other.
So the two that are retreating are the ones on the other side with the
Yeah.
NPCs? Okay.
Oh man, we get one on the way out.
Oh,
Very good.
Okay.
okay.
So uh Borks just like brings his rifle like overhead down on the back of the head of one of the wolves, and you can hear the sickening sound of a skull shatter as it gets pounded into the cave floor and doesn't move, but the other one runs away. And then the one that you just hit on your side runs away, and you see 2 more come in from the local side and 1 more come into your side. But they are at a distance to where they just have to use their actions to move in. So they move in, but they don't get an attack this
Gotcha.
round. But another wave comes.
So how many do we have all day?
Yeah,
So now there's two. There's 2 on the local side, and there's 1 on your side.
Okay.
And
Sounds
they're
right
all
to me.
fresh.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
all fresh.
they're all fresh. So the one
Now
that
the one that you just hit doesn't actually leave all the way, just moves back a few paces and switches spots with the fresh one.
Okay. Did you get
Okay.
it? I may have spaced completely. Did you get a reaction on that?
No, so Cormac can take a reaction
Hell
on the
yeah.
one that's trying
All right.
to leave.
After getting a wink from his friend Wyatt, he just stares back with completely bloodshot eyes and blood dripping out of his nose and gives like a thumbs up with his left hand, then turns around and tries to take a swing at this dog.
God,
Oh my
I hope you
God.
kill it.
Oh, I mean, I was just too distracted. I did not do it. I think that only nets out to a 5 total. I rolled a 2 and a 1 off the die.
All
Bad
right,
times.
And remember, because you took that, you will have a negative to your.
Oh, shoot. I wouldn't. Would I have done that? Probably.
free attack.
Yeah, free attack. I would have done it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
fine.
mean, so you have um just a -1 on your next set of actions.
Okay. I mean, that is
Listen.
what it is.
All right, and it is your turn.
All right. So now is the fresh one close enough for me to attack that now then?
Yes.
All right. Great. So he's just going to keep swinging then. So
Oh, it's a free reaction
just
because the
gonna
combat
say,
drags.
yeah.
So you have no
yeah,
penalty
so no
here.
minus.
Yeah.
Sweet. All
Thank
right.
you, Sulla.
Yep.
Here we
Thanks,
go.
Sulla.
Yeah, thank you very much. Takes a swing with the hatchet at the fresh one. All of my attack rolls have been exactly 8. But that's
Well,
fine because that hits.
that hits. Yeah. All right.
All right. Buries the hatchet in the flank of the dog creature.
And between the two of us, I think, buries the hatchet.
Maybe. We'll see about that.
We'll see. It's not over.
And that's a flat 10 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
All right. Haz, you're up.
I think we've established at this point that we're invincible. There no amount of dogs can possibly harm any of us.
We're basically
Ever.
bots.
Yes, we are.
Three people
practically
bleeding out.
fine here. They're having a hard time, but don't worry, they don't speak this language.
Oh my god.
He
Haz,
gives them
no.
gives them a thumbs up, just like yeah. Okay. Okay. With new dice, that is a 9.
9. Okay, great. That gives you 1 bonus to give out. 1 + 1.
All right. We're going to give the +1 to Wyatt for his next shot.
Awesome.
No pressure.
All right, Celebrant, you're up.
To kind of where I was before, because I went to go heal the girl. And you said I was melee with one of the doggies. Did one of them run? That one run, or am I still in?
Yes, but the other 2 closed in on you. But you are within reach of Amelia if you want to try to heal her to keep her from being unconscious, because she just went
Gotcha.
down.
So I am still. If I move away, I will get smacked.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, I'll attempt to heal Amelia here. Let's see. Ooh, 10 total, so 2 back to her.
Did you add your education?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 2 is enough to get her back conscious, which is good.
Yay.
Take that.
Yeah, that's good. So she has 1 point of strength left, or she's back up to 1 point of strength. So she wakes up. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did not do this correctly, but I'm going to try." And she's like, "Oh," like
It's
blood
still
spurting out of
going.
her neck. Yeah.
It's still going on. I'm glad you're awake. Point your gun for me, please.
Still going.
All right, it's the teenager's turn. Teenager is going to try to just bring the gun down as a blunt instrument.
Teenagers
that's
going
it.
clubbing.
No, not miss there. The girl is still unconscious. Karen's up. She's going to take a shot at the one that is in front of Wyatt.
Come on.
All right, she's going to get it.
Hey.
With a 9, so she's got the shotgun. That's 4D, so good here. Not a great roll there. Oh, super great roll there. So 20 points of damage total.
Oh
That's gonna do it. She blasts the shit out of him.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's
So
good.
as it
Wiping
stands
wolf guts
now,
off my face.
yeah. As it stands now, there are 2 full ones on the local side and 1 like halfway. It's about half distance that had taken, maybe 20 feet, 30 feet away from you guys. It is the teenager's turn. I'm going to try to take a shot on one of because he's not in melee. Here we go. Ugh, miss. Miss. All right. Now the men's.
Do better,
Yes.
men.
Miss. God, terrible. Terrible
Felt it.
rolls there.
They have been not
Not-
great.
Not great. Amelia is down on the ground. She's going to use her movement, I guess, to like stand up and her action to pick up the shotgun.
It's
try
a
to get
minor
back.
action to pick up the gun, but I suppose
Yeah, it's
to an
also
extent it doesn't matter.
Right. 2 actions nonetheless to get the gun and stand up.
Mhm.
All right, Wyatt.
So can I get a shot off on the dog that's...
Yeah, totally. You
Moving
got
away?
a nice clean shot. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to aim, please. So that's going to give me 1, 2, 3 from the point from the good doctor.
Inspire courage.
Inspire courage. That's 8 on the die, so 11.
On the die.
11. All right. So that's a hit.
I think I saw a buffering wheel on everybody's forehead.
I
at the
truly
exact
thought you
same
froze.
I
time.
thought you froze for a second for sure.
I did.
All right, roll your damage. That's a hit.
Every time. Oh, STF on the die. All right, so 6 is 12. 12.
Plus 3, it's 15. You kill it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right.
Free action
Go-
turnaround.
Sure.
I do that.
All right. So it's the Gambright's turn. There are no Gambrights on your side. However, I will say that those of you, which is all of you, you hear like barking and howling in the darkness in front of you, but it's not coming closer. And it sounds like the barks are actually going the other way.
I'll call for a
And then you hear the sounds of automatic gunfire.
Oh.
Oh.
That's what you hear on your side. Now, on the side of the locals, there are 2 fresh Gambrights, and there is Cormac looking like a nice, fresh piece of meat. And they are going to, because you're over there doing the healing. I'm sorry, not
Oh,
Cormac.
I was just gonna say,
gonna say
Cormac
that'd
ain't
be me
healed.
then.
They
No,
ain't just like...
celebrant.
Yeah, that'd be me.
All right, so here we go. They're both going to attack you, and they're both going to try to get you as hard as they can get you.
And just as all of he hears the automatic gunfire, Celebrant's like, oh, are they coming for us? And I see everybody on the other side.
Yeah, you turn your head for just a second.
Having cleared out everybody, and just before I'm assuming I'm about to get bit. Oh, you all took care of it. I'm so proud of you.
Just gets pounced by
Yeah,
dogs.
this is bad.
Sweet.
So
Celebrate!
so I hit with a 9. Do you have like dexterity?
Nope.
All right,
Can
so
you
there's nothing you can
parry?
do here.
I have melee 0.
It's not going to do it. All right, so
need
this is
something
going
there.
to get you, and here comes the first damage.
Can you dive for cover?
Diving for cover is an option, I
Yeah.
think. I dive away from the attack. I'll be throwing myself to the ground and hopefully behind something solid, but that doesn't sound like it's an option. If I dive, it will inflict a DM -2 on the attack roll of those attackers.
Okay.
At
Does that
least.
require
But you have to
anything?
dive behind so it's just going to be a -1 to the attack because there's no suitable cover nearby.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just basically, because I'm a
Mhm.
prone target,
Yeah.
they get a -1 to attack.
Yeah.
Does
Alright,
that
well,
change anything?
It does change the effect. I still hit, but I don't get any bonus effect.
Okay.
All right, so here comes damage.
Take it where we can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2 off the top, Tyler.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
you're
yeah,
gonna
that's right,
need
'cause
it.
I'm on
Mhm.
drugs.
You're on
Got
drugs.
on drugs.
All right. That's 12 points of damage from the first attack.
First attack. Okay, so I'll
Oh,
take 2
no.
off, take
Oh,
10.
no.
That completely depletes my endurance
Okay.
and leaves me with 3 dexterity.
Oh,
No.
God.
That's,
And how much strength do you have?
9. It'd be better
Okay.
if I deducted from strength
Yeah.
because it's higher. So I'm going to do that instead.
Okay.
Which would take it from, sorry, math.
See?
9 down to 5
Okay. And then how much dex?
and 7.
7.
So I
So
have
you got 12 hit points basically
12
left.
hit
Uh-huh.
points total.
Well, here comes the
yeah.
next attack.
If he puts up
It's gonna
14
miss.
damage, you permanently killed. It
It's gonna
sounds
miss.
like.
It's gonna miss.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna
Oh
miss.
boy.
No.
no, it missed.
No, it missed. I just said
Oh
Adam.
boy, it whiffed.
It whiffed, yeah.
Now
Oh.
that's going to be a 12
Snake eyes.
for the hit for the attack, which means I'm going to get +4 to damage here. And here comes 4d6 as like the one knocks you down, and it's on you and like holding you in place. And this other one just comes directly for your face and just like plants his jaws right on your face.
So it's still you're prone, so you get that -1,
For
right?
the
Yeah.
attack, but that didn't matter.
It's not
Okay,
gonna
I
make
don't
a
know.
difference.
Hell, I'm just.
I appreciate you though. I
Don't
appreciate
forget
you.
your drug reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, drug reductions.
Well, that's 18 points of damage.
So this is mine.
This is
then.
it. This is it
This is
for
mine. Celebrant turns to everybody, and as he sees that there's the victory over there, and they're turning this way to help, and Celebrant says, "I'm so proud of y'all. Hopefully, we can use that opportunity for victory to maybe heal." This rift between God, it's in my neck.
Don't bite my boy.
That's
my son.
Yeah, so the first one gets you, takes you down, and the second one just eats your face, basically.
Celebrant screaming all until the crunch of his skull under the pressure of the jaws.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take a short break after that one. We did it!
Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, Tyler.
I'm so
Oh,
distraught, honestly.
yeah, so yeah,
So okay, do you know? Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Just
all
quick
right.
5 minutes.
Damn, you're up Shit's Creek for a lawyer,
Oh,
Emily.
I know. It's gonna be fine. We'll
Tough
be
spot to
right
be
back.
in.
go. And we're back.
We're back. So during the break, Tyler just reminded me, brought to my attention or whatever. Well, I don't know. I guess it'd be a spoiler if you have. Well, too bad.
Too bad.
You've had a long time to watch Junker's Delight, and if you haven't watched it yet, he's a spoiler. But Tyler was the first death of STF and Friends, and now Tyler bookends here with maybe the last, but I don't know. We still got some combat to go, but
that's
at least I got
optimism.
Tyler bookended in both, in this first 1.0 version of STF and Friends.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season
It
one.
makes me unreasonably happy.
Oh, well, that's all
I'm
that
just so
matters.
glad to be here. I'm glad. I'm happy.
So Tyler, because you're happy and a good sport, and I want you to keep having a good time, I'm going to let you play Karen for the rest of this combat.
Oh,
And I've given you her little stats and all that. No time to mourn for Celebrant right now
Wow.
because you're still surrounded by wolves. Those two Garenbrights went and killed Celebrant. That's their turn. Used both their turns to do that. There's none by you, but you guys hear them, and as I said, you hear the sound of assault weapon fire down the passage. You can't see anything. It's just all these sounds. And you hear like muffled. It is now Cormac's turn.
All right, and there are no wolves
there are two-
by me, but there are two over the
other
corpse of
side.
Celebrant.
Yeah, yes.
All right, he's gonna look to Wyatt. Hey, keep an eye down that there tunnel. Those people might be our saviors, or we may be in a big old trouble. He's just losing his fucking mind at this point. And he's gonna book it over to the bloody corpse of Celebrant and try and take a swing at one of the dogs. If there's one that looks more particularly hurt, he would probably
They're
go after
both-
that.
They're both like untouched.
Okay, so he's just gonna take a swing with the hatchet.
Okay.
I got him. That would be 9 to hit, so that should be a hit with 1 extra point of damage.
Correct.
And hey, 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All
He
right.
buries it in the flank of this creature, and then like it doesn't come back out. He puts his boot on the thing's
God.
shoulder and rips out
Pulls
the
it out,
hatchet.
yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
That's mine. That was my terrible attempt.
No, but that's what he does. That is the line. You got it, Emily. That's exactly what he would say.
Has, you're up.
So Haz is openly weeping at this point.
Yeah, that's his son.
Yeah,
His brother's son.
they ain't my boy. They ain't my brother's
boy.
son, boy. Partner slash. It's complicated. You wouldn't understand.
I'm not sure I do.
Don't mess up.
I'm not sure I
The
do.
relationship is complicated.
We were
it
tight.
out.
Is the point?
We
And
were
now he's
tight.
dead.
Oh
So
my
right
gosh.
now, you're gonna kill as many dogs as possible, and if they're still standing at the end of your turn, cover your ears.
Oh. Okay.
And has ooh. We're looking at an 11 total on the leadership roll this time.
That's great. So that's 3 +1s that you can handle out.
They're going to all of my living buddies. That's 1 for Cormac, 1 for Wyatt, and 1 for Karen, who is on thin ice, but she's our buddy for now.
All right, good job.
You
No.
are a dick.
Aw.
Yeah.
You left him in there just so you could do that bit, didn't you?
You got it. All right,
It's my favorite bit.
all right. Here comes Yisk, one of the teenagers. Ooh, a good roll from Yisk.
Yes.
That's gonna be an 11 on that roll.
Booted.
$17 points damage on
Okay.
the untouched one.
Well, he's touched now.
He'd been touched
You've been touched.
He
by a
done been
bullet.
touched.
The girl, she's just moaning unconscious. She's unconscious, but there's still like sounds of pain coming from her. Karen, you're up.
Oh gosh, that's me now. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I was still in my head about
Dying.
celebrant dying. Yeah. Yeah. How many are around me?
Who am
Where
I?
is-
Where am I?
Uh, so you're 30 feet away with a shotgun.
Okay.
Which
Shotgun. I
I
don't
think-
know. Can it be used at that range?
I think
hope
so.
not.
Let's see.
In my head, everybody's so tightly packed at that entrance. It sounds like a bad idea, but that's likely not realistic.
I mean, yeah,
That's
50
slow,
meters is the range. Don't ask me to convert. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
That's plenty. That's plenty.
We'll
You can
we'll
at
make
least move up to get within range, without
That's a good
getting
point.
in melee,
That's a good point. Yeah, I'll do that. Karen will move forward and.
And you have a +1 on this roll from Haz.
Oh yeah. All right. 8 on the dice.
Don't forget to aim.
Well, she
I couldn't because I had to
can't
move.
because of move.
Right.
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. +1 from Dex, so 9 total.
9 total. All right. Well, that's a hit with a +1 effect. So let's get some damage. That's 4d +1.
So many extra D. So many Ds. 12 +1, 13.
You blow the snot out of one of them, leaving one left. Like when I say you blow the snot, the shotgun shell hits it right in the snout and just like
Ooh.
like
Peels
butterflies
back.
open in the face. Yeah. All right. Half the teenager. Miss. All right. Come on, Men's.
Men's.
Come on, Alton. You can do this.
Alton.
Miss from Alton. Borks.
Borks.
Fucking miss
Oh,
from
Borks.
Borks.
Borks, come on,
Bork did.
My bad.
God.
Borks
Boy,
borks it up. All right.
Fucking
Amelia is going to take a shot, barely holding it together, but she's going to try.
That's all we can ever do is barely hold this
She
together.
misses. She's like got like blood running down in her eyes. She can't see anything.
Oh.
Wyatt, you're up.
All right. Wyatt is
Your lawyer is dead.
Wyatt is a great compartmentalizer.
Okay.
He had to be because he got, his throat slit. I don't know. Anyways, you do see Wyatt just staring down at Celebrant's body for a bit, and then just kind of shakes himself. He says, How dare you?" And is going to like just steely-eyed aim, and is going to just murder the dog that's closest to Celebrant's body.
Ready for that 4 on the roll?
No, sir. That is a 10 plus 3, 13. Suck my
Plus
dick
1.
respectfully. Yes.
+1 from Haz, so that's a 14.
That's
So that's good.
aim, gun. 3. That's 3.
You already
Okay.
took it into account.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I already counted.
Okay, so then 13 is what you're saying.
Yes,
What's
that's
your total?
correct.
13?
That's
All right, so that's going to give you a bonus of 5 to your damage.
Woohoo! Oh. 15 damage as I kill that dog with a bullet.
How much?
15.
That's your total roll plus the 5?
Yeah, I rolled
You're-
a 1, and a 5, and a 4. And then plus 5.
Yeah. All right, still up, but looking pretty bad. At this point, this remaining Gambright, you kind of see it like with its little beady yellow eyes look around it, being completely outnumbered. All the corpses of these other Gambrights around them, and it turns tail and runs. At the same time, you see like 4 or 5 Gambrights come running towards you from where you guys were. But they are like running in panic, like they seem terrified. They're like whimpering and running, and you hear the sound of boots behind them. And you see about four people dressed in like what looks like mercenary gear. Full, like, I mean, they've got like clips in their bulletproof vests. They've got automatic assault rifles. Everything looks like polished and clean. They've got like earpieces in their ear. And they actually chase the Garabites past you, and they all run away, right?
We're
And
saved.
This group of mercenaries come in, and one of them's like chomping on a cigar. He's got a buzz cut, and like a bunch of scars all over his face, ripped. And one moment, let me get this voice.
Wyatt's interested. Okay.
Yeah. I think everyone's kind of into it.
Says, all right, come on, let's go, Cormac. It was a hard trying to find you. We had a beat on you, then it was gone. Now it's time to go. Let's go. Let's leave these suckers behind. It's time to get out of here.
Yeah, the one laying in a mess of his own gore kind of screwed with my transmitter a little bit, but glad you could find me.
Right. Well, we would have got you sooner, but there was like some official Modic starship that went to your crash location. That must have flown overhead or whatever. And I guess you guys thought it was a raider or something. You left, you weren't there, and we had to take care of them. Don't worry, they're not a problem anymore. But it took us a while to find you, and then we lost your signal. So we tracked you to this area, and then we just kind of had to find. But we saw all these wolves making a bunch of holler and heard some gunfire. So we figured it must be you. Look, it's not going to be long before the Modic officials and perhaps some rogue raiders that we didn't pay off are going to come get you. You want me to take care of all these witnesses? Boys, line up. Let's,
Oh boy.
Wyatt tosses his hair out of the way so that you can get a look at his neck and just whispers, Cormac, this is your chance to do some right. I'm not gonna say good, just some right.
Has is by now like kneeling over Celebrant's body, and like it's obvious that Celebrant is dead, but you know, this is my brother, son, partner, friend. So, and has like gives Cormac a look and like does the eyes and like cocks his head. But he's waiting for a second here.
Well, all things considered, I did go through the shit with these two. That he points at Has and Wyatt. This one over here got caught in the crossfire, and the venerable Marquis would probably raise some flags if he disappeared on a planet like this one. So, how do you feel about bringing a couple along? The rest of them we don't need.
Darren's like, what? Wait, what? What the fuck is going on here? Are you telling me that you killed some Marduk officials? He's like, keep asking questions, honey. You'll find out. She's like, you can't do this. And one of the mercenaries shoots her straight in the
Jesus
head.
Christ.
You killed my other character. He's on a rampage. Someone stop him.
He's gone mad with power!
All right, give him Bork's sheet
Yeah,
now.
look, the corporation can't have too many witnesses. She was mouthing off. Look, we gotta go. All right, you want to take these two with you? We don't have a lot of room on the chopper, but I mean,
What do you say, Wyatt? You're only gonna get one chance at this, or else you're dead meat like that one over there. Wyatt, think of all that we've been together. This could be a new start for us. Please.
This is a lot to take. And I don't know if you know, but like as a Shreddington and as an extremely important person, sometimes you're somewhat emotionally stunted, and you're dealing with the death of someone who was kind of almost a friend, and then someone who was a friend, a son, a brother, and a partner. This is very difficult. I don't know if you understand that.
Well,
I don't think
it's you get on the boat with the boys, or you stay and die here in this hole like all these dogs.
Right. We don't have much time, so. I mean, like, we're trying to get out of here, is what I'm saying. Like, you're coming with us, you're not. We got room for 2 people. We're going to take care of the rest of these folks in this cave.
Take care.
No witnesses. Yeah, no witnesses.
Oh wait, you're gonna kill everybody?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty clear.
I thought
Yeah,
they were
me
just
too.
gonna leave them.
You could they could just go. That would be
They don't even speak common.
they-
All right, so let's do a roll here, Has.
Can I
um,
assist?
Is that a thing you can do? I think it is.
I would like for it to be.
that would be
um,
fantastic if it was.
So the way this works is you actually roll first. Now, if you do bad, you can affect it negatively. So there is that. Just want to point that out. There is. So what we're gonna roll? What are we gonna roll here?
Persuasion?
Advocate.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Advocating.
Advocating.
Yeah.
I
for
mean,
these
lawyer,
people.
yeah, for sure.
I'll take it. Sure.
Speaking as one of the foremost lawyers.
Now,
ever
if
to not lawyer.
you're better at persuasion, you can certainly roll persuasion, Emily.
Yeah. So that's
And Adam, to
just-
clarify, when he said there's room for 2, is that me plus 1 or me plus 2?
You plus 2. Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, see, Tyler, it's fine that you died then. We would have had to leave someone
it's
behind
better.
anyway.
Would have had
Oh my
to cut the
God.
chaff at one point, anyways, right?
Oh my god. It's a D2 plus my persuasion. Persuade, whatever.
It's a what?
Is it D2? 2D? D?
Yeah, 2D
Yeah,
plus
that.
your
That's
plus your
11 total. Oh, my social. Okay, 12 total.
all right. So then that will be a success, which I'm making this a hard one.
Looks like if Sam is helping, you can get a boom.
No,
What Sola's
I think-
saying in chat.
Emily's
It's two
helping
separate
Sam.
things.
Oh,
Emily's
oh,
helping
I'm
Sam.
sorry. The one
So-
between you and- got it.
Because of your success, you're going to give a plus 2 now to Haz's roll.
Okay, good stuff.
Okay, that's
Alright.
the boon.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 2D plus advocate plus social.
Yes.
Okay,
Plus
There are
2.
like 5 lives running
Yeah,
on this,
yeah.
so
but Haz was literally born for only this specific role.
Right. Right.
And I've thrown 4 dice in the dice jail, so
What's the plus on this?
So he has
Advocate.
his advocate bonus, he has his social bonus, and he has a plus 2 assistance bonus
Yeah.
from
Okay.
Wyatt.
So 2 from assistance, 2 from social, and 3 from advocate. Total of a plus 7.
Nice.
I rolled a 7. We're looking at a 14 total.
Yes. Come on.
That is a success. He says, "All right, I don't, they charged us. They inventory the bullets anyway.
Oh
so
my god.
Look, this guy vouched for you. You breathe a single word of this to anybody in the Modic Starport, and we will come back here and not just murder you. We will wipe out you and all of your, whole little group of whatever the fucks you are. We don't care. It's the corporation. Now, the 2 of you want to come with us? Great. You work for the corporation now. You have been conscripted. You're gonna go on. And you know that you're gonna have to be the one to train him, right? Cormac, like, this is your responsibility. Like, this would be so much easier for you if you just fucking wipe them out. But hey, I'm just here. I'm here to get you. I got you. All right, I'm gonna get paid. Either way.
Maybe when I fell from the stars onto this planet, an ounce of love fell into my heart.
Oh my God. Why did they even waste the resources to get this motherfucker over here? Okay, whatever. Come on, we gotta go.
Okay, Wyatt would start walking very slowly and just kind of like looking over his shoulder at Haz and would whisper, Do you scream? Like basically trying to say, are we doing this or are you gonna use your thing?
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that it is extremely
Impossible.
obvious that you are outgunned here. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
I know. Is there
They're like in full military
Is there
here, you know?
something that we could take, Tyler? Is there something off of Celebrate that we
Emily.
could grab?
It's a feel-good ending. You could either sell your soul to a corporation or get gunned down with these civilians.
Do not like either option.
You saved the civilians.
Well, Haz
did.
technically already works for the corporation as an independent contractor, but I have a feeling that that contract is going to end soon, as the opposing counsel has defaulted.
Yeah, just to be clear, you're effectively dead as far as records are concerned. You don't exist anymore. Have been conscripted to work on the ship that Cormac
Typhoon.
is.
We
I
could
don't
be
know if
mining
you-
asteroids for the rest of our lives across the stars.
I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm actually extraordinarily important, as the Marquis has Shreddington the 11th.
Yes, we can talk about this once you get on the ship.
And hold on, I do need if you could just have one of your burlier associates. We're going to bring my brother-son partner. We
No,
do need to.
that's not happening.
His
I'll
mom
take him.
would be so mad.
I'll take him. And
No, you don't understand.
come on.
Like, let me make this perfectly clear. I don't think you understand the situation here. Your friend, Cormac here, has vouched for you. That's the only reason that any of you are still flapping your lips. The reality is, you are either gonna die here, or you're gonna come and live the rest of your life conscripted for this corporation, and you're not gonna bring anything. You're not gonna bring a dead body onto the ship. You're gonna come and do what we tell you to do. Those are your
Cormac.
options.
All right, Wyatt, you should bring
Okay.
Celebrant's
Drug
formal drug rug.
Okay.
Right?
Fine.
Pull the drug rug off of him. It's the best you got.
Yeah, just
Wipe
like
the gore off.
angrily ripping the shirt off of his dead body. Fine, let's just go.
I think faced with a life of anonymity, working for the Hayakawa Corporation on a ship, being dead, not being a Shreddington, is like kind of pales and just does like the faintest kind of hands up to the ears signal to give you just like a split second, and then his mouth is
shit.
gonna drop open as he activates his shrieker box, and just this horrible cacophony of static and just horrible noise starts shooting out of his mouth as he's basically automatically glitching a megaphone implant that he has in his voice box that can normally make him be heard from quite far away, but right now it just like makes horrible noise. And like while he's making that horrible noise, he's gonna just take off down the tunnel back in the opposite direction towards the other way, the way the locals came from.
Has no.
Well,
it's
yeah,
too
as you
late,
say that,
no.
4 shots fire from the 4 guys, and Haz just falls down on the ground face first into his own scream, with a bullet in the back of his head and 3 in his back. Now, have I made the situation clear here? Anybody else got anything to scream, shout, cry about?
Come on, Wyatt. The sports journalism opportunities are infinite under Hayakawa.
I can only imagine.
We'll be cleaning space toilets for only a couple decades before you get your chance.
Wyatt is broken right now. Like, he's just like, okay. Yeah, and he is like shaking and clutching the blood and gore covered drug rug. And he's just like, he can't look at anything else. Like, his compartmentalizing powers are at a max. And he's just like, okay, I'll just follow you, I guess. And just kind of like grabs onto your shirt a little bit, like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
And we ride off into the sunset together.
So as the mercenaries turn their backs, Emilia comes up to you, Wyatt, and says, I will take care of their bodies. I will make sure that they are put to rest. Thank you. And then she like looks and like nods towards Haz and says, thank you for saving our lives. Good luck. I'm sorry about this. Goodbye. And and such a happy ending because what everybody wanted is that Wyatt and Cormac do ride off into the sunset together for a future life of, of joy. And that's the end of our traveler.
Just piling trauma on top of trauma. On
Bleakest shit possible.
Holy shit.
So shell-shocked Wyatt follows Cormac onto a drop ship and just watches in sullen silence as they pull away from Marduk in the caves, and there's like tons of dead Garambras all out of the front of the cave that had just been mowed down by these mercenaries. And Steve, I'm going to give you the last line here. What do you lean over and say to Wyatt as you head towards your ship, the Taipei?
There's so much pressure.
Wyatt's just rocking and staring, like just completely disassociating. Dissociate. That one, whatever.
He puts his arm around Wyatt. It's just me and you, babe. And the stars are our future.
Nice.
He still has like the shackles that were broken in the middle still on his wrist.
As a footnote, I will say that according to Haz's recently updated will, Gorgia is now the Marquis Shreddington.
Nice. Nice.
So,
All right, yeah. So
Gorgia
actually,
will have revenge.
So yeah, that's the end of the story. I'm gonna stop the intense music. Emily, if you want to put on some chill music, let's do a little decompress, debrief here. First of all, thank you guys so much for playing. I do hope that you enjoyed this. This was never going to end well. I hope you know that. It ended worse than it had to, but that's how it goes. I appreciate you guys being good sports about it. I want to kind of touch base with each of you to just get your impressions of the game, the system, and maybe a brief glimpse into what's in store for your characters if they're alive. So let's start with you, Steve.
Sure. I think looking at the game and the system as a whole, elephant in the room, everybody loves character creation. I think once we got done with that first episode, when we stopped recording, like we were still chatting with each other, and I was like, if we just did 4 episodes of 4 different character creations, like that would just be so fun. Like, because I really loved that emergent storytelling. And truthfully, Cormac in my mind was never supposed to be such a bastard, but what happened was I got that you learn a nasty secret event, and then I was like, oh, that's an opportunity to make a very specific type of character and lean into this thing. So that kind of emergent storytelling was really fun and set me up to play one of the shittiest characters that I ever have. About the system in general, I it's very open. It reminded me a lot of like every once in a while, and this doesn't happen quite anymore, really, but like when we would do like HLP cabin trips and play like 10 Candles or Kids on Bikes or something, that like there is a little bit of dice rolling, but it's much more narrative than
Yeah.
anything.
Mhm.
Um, and I enjoy that. I don't do it often enough, but it is fun, especially when you have four other extremely talented role players and improvisers to just kind of riff off of. It's super fun. I feel like we're all on kind of the same vibe. If we were less comfortable with each other and role playing and really rolling with the punches, I think this would have collapsed pretty fast. So it's a system that shines with the right group, and I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you being such a piece of shit. It was
Thanks.
It made for good storytelling. Like yeah, good job there. I'll give my thoughts a little bit later. But Tyler, what did you think?
As far as the system, I don't have any thoughts on what Celebrant's doing. I mean, Gorgia's a
He's dead.
Shreddington now,
He's
and
dead.
like, if anything, the real winner of the story is Gorgia. Like, she wants the power if she can get it, and she got it, baby.
Got it.
Yeah.
She is Shreddington now, so she's a winner. Now, as far as the system is concerned, I liked the fact that while we were playing the game, it was almost so simple, and I did it. I know I saw Steve and Sam and Emily do it in separate situations where it's like, okay, we're doing the thing. What do we roll again? 2D. It's 2D every time. It's 2D.
Mhm.
It was so simple that it was easy to forget being,
Yeah.
D20 players like
Yeah.
we are. That being said, some of the things like hinted at complexity and working with each other with teamwork, like we saw with what Haz was doing with the leadership, with taking minor actions to aim, even though we all felt totally useless going into this, we all actually had a role that we played. And we played it pretty well. Celebrant and Haz were my immediate concerns because, like, what the hell are we going to do to help in this situation? But we both found different things that were effective. Now, are there other types of support roles? It doesn't really seem like it. But then again, I haven't seen the system very deeply either.
Yeah.
For me, Traveler's biggest strength is character creation. It's so much fun. I think even if you had a group of people who are not great role players, it incentivizes, it gives the seed of the idea. We got crazy with it because we are the people who we are, right? But the
Right.
seeds were there without all the extra fractal work that we did at going in whatever directions. I loved us as a group so much. Adam, thank you for running us through it, obviously. But as players, the four of us gelled really, really well during all of that. And it was fun to tell that story, that session one story that we got to. And now at the conclusion, it turns out like the story was about Wyatt the whole time and the trauma arc that they go through. And now they're in this Stockholm, situation. And that's either just going to be terrible forever or you guys visit it again later. Whatever happens, it'll be great. Right.
Right.
But that all came from just the four of us riffing off each other. And that was
Totally. Well, Emily, what did you think as Wyatt?
I honestly enjoyed this system a lot more than I thought I was going to. I came into this legit nervous and very scared. So I was like, I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. Especially when I saw the core rule book and it was 200 plus pages. I was like, ain't no way. But I think that it actually lends itself pretty well to a very minimalist approach to playing, or if you want to get nitty gritty into a lot of the details, you can certainly do that. So I really appreciate that with the system when it's like you don't have to be a brain surgeon of this system to understand how to play the basic stuff. So I think it works really well for newer players as long as they're willing to learn just a little bit. And honestly, same thing everybody else says, character creation is the tits McGee. I love it. It is my favorite part of this entire system. And I could have played like 4 different sessions of just character creation. This was a lot of fun, and kind of much like Steve said with like the HLP retreats, I would love to do this at our next STF like retreat function, because I think I think it would lend itself so well to an in-person. Like, we did really well because it's virtually, but I think that's also because we all record virtually in some aspect, so we're used to it. But I think an in-person session with Traveler would be just hilarious, great fun. And the most important thing is, of course, y'all. You made this. Like, y'all being here, being a part of this crew. I'll go ahead and put this out there. We are going to be taking a break from STF and Friends, but I, for one, will be coming back at some point, and I want some of this crew back on the next thing that I do, because y'all are a fucking blast. So
yeah, I will say this is one of the strongest casts that we've been fortunate enough to have so far. Yeah.
And now my night's complete. Okay, got a flex from Steve. Nice.
All right, Sam, I want to give you an opportunity to get some thoughts out there.
I mean, echoing a lot of what everyone else said, like, I think that a fairly unique thing about this system compared to basically everything else that I personally play is you get a chance to play someone who is not a hero.
Yes.
Who is not awesome at whatever it is that they do. Like, I mean, Haz is effectively very good at lawyer checks, and I got one lawyer check in at the very end. Like, it's fun to build someone who's a regular person and then like go into this RPG thing where you're reacting to situations that like normally you would have a Pathfinder character, a Starfinder character, or whatever character in that has a giant machine gun and a +13 to hit. But at the same time, I'm standing there with a knife thinking, if I roll to attack, I'm literally going to stab myself because I have a -3 on this roll. So you have to flex different muscles, and you have to more think about what you do in these insane situations as more of a normal person. Now, we didn't make normal people. We made we made cartoon monsters. I mean, that was part of it.
A homunculus of hot mess, that is what each of our characters was.
Yeah. And so much of this, I think, it came from the character creation and just establishing those relationships during that. I think that is kind of a part of character creation that doesn't really get talked about as much because it's not random, or at least not nearly as random as the life path stuff. But forming these, like, oh, this is where this character and this character got together, and this is where these paths cross, which is much more of something that you have discretion to do, while at the same time building through like the progress of time and then the other stuff that you don't have control over. That's a very cool aspect of this game that I mean, it made what we did. I think story-wise, like establishing all the relationships. And I have no idea how much Adam changed the scenario for us. I assume Hayakawa Corporation does not come and kill everyone in the text is written.
Yeah. So I guess I'll take that as a segue into what it was like to be a storyteller for this game, or the referee, I guess is what it's called. And kind of, as Emily was saying, you can dig into the crunchiness as little or as a lot as you want. You know what I mean? Because the strength of this game is the characters and the relationships that get built during character creation, right? And so one of the craziest things, or one of the funniest things, is like after we did our character creation episode, several people reached out to me. It's like, that was so much fun, but like, I don't know how you're going to tell a story with these 4 characters. Like, how is this going to like come together? And I was like, well, don't worry about it. I've got the perfect scenario, right? And so the survival scenario, which, it does have, has like a lot of information, but like I kind of glossed over a good chunk of the like lore specific stuff. Like there's like 3 pages about Marduk and the Ogma and like all this like background information that you could really dig into if you wanted to like bring that to the forefront. But I had such a juicy story that was already in play from the character creation that I wanted our adventure to be an extension of that rather than just dropping 4 people in some random adventure. You know what I mean? And so I was fortunate that like a survival scenario allowed for that to happen, and that you guys not having any clue on how to make functional traveler characters made the perfect party for a survival situation that felt like, kind of harrowing and interesting. And then, of course, with the corporation stuff, I was able to layer that in. And with Traveler, I feel so much more comfortable as a GM or referee or whatever you want to call it, in completely improvising and being reactive to you guys and like what you guys are doing and what you guys are taking interest in and what direction you're pushing it, and then I can just roll with it, like because I don't feel the need to like, one, have all the lore correct, two, have all the like nitty gritty stuff right, because that wasn't the game that we were playing. We were playing a RP heavy game. But yeah, I don't know. So to give you some insight, in the actual adventure, a ship does come like towards you, towards the crash site. In the book, it is an Ogma Raider ship. In my mind, it was an actual like Marduk rescue ship. And I just thought that was beautifully like ironic, or the irony of that, of you guys like running away. If you'd stayed, you'd been fine, right? But you left thinking that it was a Raider ship, and then the corporation came, killed the Marduk people, and then chased you guys down. The tooth was obviously the sensor of how it got there. I will say that Steve was aware of this the whole time. This was not a surprise for Steve. He did a great job of keeping that like very close to the chest. But like, there's just a lot of flexibility, and it is much more of a push and pull between the players and the GM than the like more traditional D20 type games. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I loved your characters. I hope that you guys aren't too mad about the ending. I thought it was great.
I loved it.
It was amazing.
It was. I feel maybe I'm biased because my shitty character kind of came out on top. I feel like it was an appropriate ending for like the type of scenario and setting that we're kind of playing in, this sort of dystopian future, kind of, but not really. Especially when we were diving as much as we were into like Hayakawa Corporation and Bach and Y'all, like describing these things that sound on paper like they could be good, but like in reality kind of sucks. Like they would not be good. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And then there's one thing that, Adam, you asked us just a moment ago. You asked us to give you impressions of the system, and then you asked us to tell you kind of what happens next with our characters. And the two of us with surviving characters did not do that. Right. So, Emily, what do you think happens with Cormac and Wyatt? Because I kind of have an idea, and it's that very soon after they get brought back, Cormac dies in an industrial accident, and Wyatt is just kind of like this like completely traumatized, now on his own, like stuck in this corporate machine person, and then not sure like if you're able to regain your hope and humanity, or if you're just always like kind of shell-shocked from the whole thing and are just like stuck there in like a rut for the rest of your life.
I think that if that's the case, Wyatt would be pretty screwed up for a bit, maybe like a year or so. Like, Tyler, you're muted.
No, I was just mouthing
okay.
a long time.
Okay.
A long time.
Long time.
But eventually, I think that they would, probably say, screw this. I'm inside the corporation. I can get all the dirty secrets. I just have to be very
Just have to
careful.
roll the right number on the table.
Exactly. But yeah, he would try and go and be espionage from the inside, get all of the dirties, and do a big expose on Hayakawa, and would firmly and solidly move from sports journalism into I'm gonna tell all your secrets journalism. I think that's the only way that he could maybe feel some form of control and taking back the power.
We're going to wrap it up shortly here, but we did have one question from the viewers here from Finder. Asked about how combat felt. He said it seemed really hard. I'll just say real quick, for mine, there are some things that I would do for the next combat to make my life easier. Like I would create tokens with health pools so I didn't have to write everything down. But it is clunky. I will say overall, it feels clunky. But it was our first time doing it, so maybe it gets smoother like anything after some practice. But it's so swingy, and it's like it definitely reinforces one of the things that are said at the beginning of the core rule book, is that combat should be avoided by characters, because this is not a combat simulation game. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad if you get in combat.
It's a death simulation game.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you're not wearing some actual armor, you are basically 2 hit kills you.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And that's
that's
terrifying.
wild. Like,
And the healing is punishing.
Yes.
Like, you have to do it right away, and also you can't really do much with it. It's just like a little bop of healing against like this massive chunk that was taken out of your quote unquote hit points, and then like you're on like medical disability for the rest of the campaign. Essentially, like
You get
in
one
trouble.
shot too. And you're mechanically affected, which we didn't really get into just because of the way things worked out. But like,
Brain
your
space.
dex goes down, you're getting a dice modifier to every dex
Right.
roll. Like, that's negative.
Yeah.
So
it's brutal.
It's punishing.
It is brutal. Like, but I kind of like it because I don't think that I could play Traveler all the time. That's why I think it's like so good for like a breaking up the rut kind of type thing. But the punishing aspect of it is something I don't think that I could do all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it makes it difficult to do any kind of like long form
Yeah,
story with
yeah.
this, at least
In my
in the
mind.
capacity of which we did it.
Yeah.
Again, there's probably, we could have probably been better about the equipment choices that we made, about our character construction. Like, there's a lot of things. We went into this totally blind without any idea of what was what. And that was very intentional. That was something I wanted for this story, because it was exactly the type of character group that I wanted, as far as their skill sets for a survival thing. But like, I think if you were planning on trying to do this for a long term, it's definitely like worth making sure that all your bases are covered as you go through character creation.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
all that.
run through a few more cycles than we did.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I feel
Do
like
things.
we could have gone like, if it were a home game, I would have said like, let's go through another 4 cycles before
Yeah.
we land on anything, right?
Right. Totally.
It just so worked out that when we played that first episode, we were able to really get it into that time space. Hey, we want to do it in this amount of time, roughly 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we were able to get the cycles that we were in, got to tell a very fun story while doing that, and still got to a place that when we ran it for 3 sessions of actual gameplay afterwards, we still had things to do every session.
Right.
And sometimes like it's the things that when you're playing a D20 game that you're like, okay, I see a problem, you surmount it with a D20 roll, and then you move forward, right? Like, problems for us were like, okay, you're bouncing around in the crashing ship. This is a continuing issue, and having to deal with that the way that we had to deal with it within the system. What are they called? They're like skill chains, or I was reading in the core. There's something like where you do like, one chain skill after another, and in a situation like that wasn't combat, but that also felt like danger, right? When the ship was crashing, obviously the ship was crashing, but it delivered that message very well.
Yeah.
Well,
good.
Yeah, it was a fun time. I really enjoyed this this adventure and this little arc that we did. I think it's a really fantastic arc to end phase 1 of STF and Friends with.
I like that phase 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you guys for being good sports and digging into the wildness and the chaos. I laughed very hard at all the sessions that we played. So thank you guys very much. Sam from Pod Against the Machine, Tyler from MinMax, and Steve from Hideous Laughter Productions. You guys are awesome. You guys crushed it. Find us on the Discord. APA is ending soon. Holy shit. I think like 4 weeks from here. 3 weeks from. It's wild.
It's soon.
Insane.
It's soon. That's enough.
End of an era.
Yeah.
Right.
Phase 1 of our main show is ending as well. So
yeah.
Huge.
anyways, thank you guys so much. I had a blast, and
Thank you for running us, Adam.
Thank you for having us.
It was
This
running.
was a
Thank
joy.
you.
Thanks
Thank
for
my
having
pleasure.
us.
My pleasure.
Thank you for coming.
We'll see what happens in Traveler Part 2.
Part 2.
Oh,
Wyatt's Revenge.
yeah, Wyatt's Revenge.
Gorgeous
And
revenge.
Yeah, gorgeous.
we'll see ya.